somehow, somewhat. I don't know, man. Oh, looks like we're going live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? I hope you're having a great evening. Somehow, right now, we have a tiny little delay with our usual connection, and the reason for that is because we have changed the software. We have gone from, I don't want to promote anybody, I don't want to publish anybody, but we have gone from the software we had before into this new one. It's called Zoom. I'm sure most of you are familiar with it because it became very popular back in the 2020s, the time where COVID hit the world and we all went into a lockdown and we had the need to communicate. And yeah, this software came out where you can open rooms for meetings or for businesses, for studies, and so many other things. People start having their groups to chat with each other, and it's worked great. Now, I can see in my room today, I have a friend, and I need to check his audio. Valide Sultan, I can see you, but I cannot hear you. Are you there? Talk to me. Um, okay, you can talk to us anytime, but before you start, I want to say that changing season in my country, it's always an issue. Like we have gone from summer into autumn, and this is usually the last week of March. And when this happens, somehow I still don't know why diseases, illness gets spread, and viruses, and everybody gets some sort of a flu or runny nose, some sort. This is what I've got now. If you feel like my voice is different, hopefully it will be only for today. But yet, still here we are to do another live session to speak English. And the topic today is shopping. How many of you have been shopping in their life? Sure, many times. But how many of you had the chance to do it outside your country? Or better yet, how many of you have done shopping in English? Which is what we are going to see tonight. But before we get going, I want to see who I have in the room. I have Valide Sultan. Are you there? Yes or no? And I can also see I have my friend Benigno. Benigno, can you hear me? And he's gone. Uh, it would be good. I mean, I have on my last meeting, I have some audio issues. I was unable somehow, not in my last meeting, my meeting before that, somehow I was unable to hear our participant. And I hope, really hope today we have fixed this problem. Anyways, we're going to continue with our presentation. And today we're going to talk about shopping. So let's have a look at the program, at the presentation. And yes, shopping. Here we go. Shopping in a foreign language country. How shopping in a foreign language country can be an exciting and culturally immersive experience. Here are 13 tips to help you navigate shopping situation effectively. So, yeah, shopping is very important. When you're going outside your country, for sure, there are a lot of things you want to do. You want to go places, you want to travel around, you want to meet people, and you want to do some shopping. So before you go from your country into the new country, it is always good to see weather conditions, sales seasons, What things are cheap in your country that are not? I'm sorry. What things are cheap in the country you're going that maybe they're not cheap in the country where you are going to? So it's handy. Just to give you a simple example, in here in Chile, we have a very high tax prices for technologies. And so if you look at an iPhone here or a Macintosh computer, it might cost you in this country 1,002 or 1,300 US dollars. And if you go to the Apple website in the States, it will always be the exactly same computer with the exactly same specification might cost you, I don't know, 800 US, 850 US, which is really unfair if you consider all products are built in China. But yeah, this is how it goes. So just to give you a simple example, if I know I'm going to the States and I'm coming back to my country and my iPhone is outdated or I want to get a new iPhone, I can always buy one or two. Or you can buy one iPhone, one tablet, and one iPad. I mean, don't be so silly and buy three iPhones or four because they know a phone is a private, personal device you use. So if you buy three or four, customs in Chile automatically they will assume that what you're buying is for selling. And I don't know what will happen to you, but I'm sure they will give you problems. They will say, why you've got these? You can't take this. They might take it away. I don't really know. But I'm sure when you travel, you don't want to have any of these sort of issues. So, you know, yeah, you have to buy one item of anything you want. You can buy a watch, you can buy a phone, you can buy a tablet, you can buy a computer. All that combined is okay. But you can't buy three or four items of the same thing because that could be seen as some sort of technology trafficking, you know? Looks like we have a message. Have a look. Who is this? Just in case if it's one of our students willing to join our lesson or not, because I can see people are coming in and out in the WhatsApp in the group, but somehow they have problems to connect. Anyways, we're going to continue. Oh, first thing you should do when it comes to shopping, you should learn shopping, basic shopping phrases. Yeah, because these phrases are gonna come up all the time. So might as well know them before you fly, so you know how to use them when the moment and the time comes. And here we go. Do you have a smaller size? See, if you're buying clothing, do you have a smaller size? Where is the changing room? The changing room is the place where you can go and try your shirt or your trousers. See, you can take your jacket off, and put this jacket on and see. I look good, or I don't. Um, do you have this item in stock? It means if you have more, because sometimes you see things in the window, but when you go inside the store, they don't have any other. That's all they have. So it is important to know if they have it in stock. Do you offer a cash discount? See, so sometimes a certain store they give you either a cash discount or a card discount. So it's oh no, this item costs 25 US in credit and 22 in cash. Or it could be the other way around. It's always good to ask if they have a discount, and it's always good to have both cash and credit. Do you have any strawberry? I think that is the wrong question. Why would you need a strawberry? No, I would take that out. Do you have a refund policy? What is a refund? Easy. It's what you do if you don't like your product. Say that you go to a place, you buy something, and then you go back home, and then you try this jacket again, and it doesn't fit, or it's too big, or it's too small, or it has some cut that you didn't see at the time, Or you might simply just don't want it anymore. What you do, you can go back to the store, you can hand the jacket back to them, and they will pay you the money back. That money is being refunded because you grab it back. It's important to know. How much is this? It's the easiest way to get the price. Do you have a bigger size? Obviously, right? You need to know because um, it might be too big or too small for you. Do you sell organic vegetables? Mm, that if you're going to a fruit store, but if you're traveling around, well, you still, if you're gonna stay for a long time, you might want to have a place with your own cooking facilities, and you might want to know about vegetables, food, and all that. Could you help me, please? This is what you say if you're going to a place and you see what you want, or you see sellers around and they're not looking at you and they're not asking you questions and they're not talking to you, and you want to be served, you want them to help you, you just tell them, could you help me, please? Next question. Where can I weight my groceries? So, weight is, 300 grams, 50 grams, 200 grams. So, if you take an item into the scale, you will know how much it weighed. I weighed 78, 76 kilograms. Yeah. Question for you. How much do you weigh? Put that back into the comment section. I am looking for a leather warranty. Does it come with a warranty? So what does that mean? I'm sorry. The warranty is a certain amount of time you get after you buy or purchase your product to fix it for free. Say that you buy this phone, you go to the store and you pay $1,000, and then you take it back to your place and you use it for 2 weeks, and all of a sudden, without you hitting the product, without you doing anything, that will harm the product stop working, crashes up or breaks. You can use your warranty. You go back to the store, you take it to them, and they will fix it for free. So they say, yes, this product have 60 days warranty, 3 months warranty. Some products have, like fridge, for example. Fridge are usually good, strong quality, and they always have a good warranty time, like a year warranty, because they know most of them never break before a year. They just say, yes, you've got a year warranty. So if you have a good warranty, you feel safe to buy it because you know they trust that the product they are selling is good. I'm looking for a leather handbag. What is leather? I don't have any leather here, but it's kind of like this, um, similar to this material. You have jackets, you have bags, and some people really like it. Brown leather, black leather. Bikers, people who ride their motorbikes, usually the stereotype is that they wear black leather jackets. Yeah. So if you like leather, now you know how it spells and how to pronounce it. Would you have this in another color? Yeah, because maybe sometimes you find the black version, but you wanted the white one, or you found the white mouse and you wanted to have a black one. For that, you can say, do you have another version? See, I like these trousers, but I don't want them in blue. I want them in pink or purple. You know, do you have it? Would you have this in another color? Next question. Do you have something less pricey? Less pricey. What is less pricey? It's an item that costs less than the one you're buying. For example, you know, I should have bring more product for this class. I'm sorry. All I have is a phone. a mouse, and a water jar. Let's say I'm going to buy a water jar in the store. And I ask them, how much is this water jar? And they'll say $17. Oh, okay. Do you have a water jar less pricey? Assuming that this one is costing too much, you can say, oh, yeah, yeah, I've got this other one for $7. Hmm, it's good enough. You can either buy it or not. In other words, less pricey is cheaper, not so expensive. It doesn't cost as much. And where is the fitting room? The fitting room is the place where you can try your clothes. If you're going to a clothing store, you're going to buy shoes no, but jacket, t-shirt, shirts, anything you put on, anything that you have to open your clothes to put this new one on, you can go to the fitting room. You get inside this tiny little room, you close the curtain, nobody sees you, and you can open your jacket or your shirt and try this new shirt. They always have a mirror, they always have hangers. You can try this on and say, yeah, I like it, or no, I don't like it. Going to have a look at the Zoom if I have any of our contact here. And then we go back to our presentation because it seems to be that they're not there. All right, continue. It says, familiarize yourself with basic shopping phrases such as greetings, hello there, good evening, how are you, good morning, asking for the price, expressing interest in a product, and the local language. Continue. Understand currency and exchange rate. Very important. Very important. Because if you don't understand currency exchange, what are you going to do? If you don't understand them, first of all, people can fool you. And something that costs $5, people can sell you 10, 15, or 20. So it is important for you to have a clear idea how much are you paying for the product and how much is that compared to your country. Because that will be the best reference. If in your country you're paying say $10 for lunch. In this country and in this restaurant, somebody's asking you $50 for lunch. Have a look. Is this correct? Is this too much? Is this too little? I don't know. It's something that you should very, very look into it to be sure you're paying the right price and not what we call a tourist price. Be aware of the local currency and familiarize yourself with the current exchange rates. This will help you make informed purchasing decisions. Use local language apps. Very important also. These days, local language apps are becoming much more useful, faster to use, and much more interesting because you can easily um, say say something to the app, and the app will turn that sentence from your language into the country where you're going. Say that you're going to China or Russia or Israel or any country outside the capital city where people don't speak Spanish in our case or English. What do you do? How do you communicate? How are you gonna get anything? Well, language apps, they're usually pretty good. They can be very close to the meaning, and if you do a good work, people will understand. They will make the effort to read what you have, and they will try to help you. Utilize translation apps or language learning apps to help you communicate with shopkeepers, especially if there is a language barrier. Negotiate appropriately. Yeah, there's always a room for negotiation. Not because you're a tourist and you think you're bringing a lot of money, you have to pay a lot. Sometimes, if you buy two or three items in the same store, you can say, "Oof, can I have a better price? Can we have a deal? If this is $7 and this is 5 and this is 10, well, instead of 22, can we just make it all 20?" Well, I said, "You know what? No, it has to be 22, but I will give you this instead, extra, free of charge." There you go. You got yourself a negotiation. In countries where haggling is common, learn the art of negotiation. Be polite, respectful, and aware of cultural norms regarding bargaining. Bargaining, that's the word I was looking for in a minute ago. What you do when you want to lower certain prices. Research local market. This is something many tourists don't do. Uh, let's not be pathetic here and go to the shopping mall, because shopping malls are always the same. I mean, they're not the same, but they're very similar in many places in the world. It's always you're always gonna have Gucci and Starbucks and McDonald's and the big supermarkets and the big clothing stores. But if you go to a local market, they have handicraft, they have local clothing. Prices are usually cheaper, people are usually nicer, and you can see some more deeper side of the city and what the locals are really like. Don't just go to supermarket shopping mall, also go to local markets. This is my advice. You do what you want, yeah? Explore local markets to discover unique products and experience the local shopping culture. These markets often offer a wide variety of goods at different price points. See, more variety, the more variety is always the better. Check for local sales and discount. Yes, it is always good to look around for the season, because the when the season comes, you never know. For example, in this country, we have the winter between June, July, and August. Yeah. So after August, the shop they want to buy all the summer clothes. So in order for them to get the summer clothes, they have to get rid of all the winter clothes. So what happened between July and August? All the winter clothes prices drop. A 150 US dollar jacket can be, I don't know, $100 jacket. There's always important sale. I remember back in England in the last week of December, there was this huge sale every year. Very good for shopping too. Hmm. So if you're going to a country that you've never been, always make a little Google search about shopping sale season if there's anything on sale, because you can get a very good deal. Oh, Nelson is talking to you. Yes, Nelson, buddy, we are live now. So if you join our meeting, you can have a good time. See you in a moment. This is my friend Nelson. Okay, so inquire about local sales or discount periods and be aware of any customs related to sales and discount in the region. Yeah, why not? Why not? Understand sizing and measurement. Very important, because size and measure is not the same in one country to another. There's only a few. There's not 100 different type of sizes and measurements around the world. No, but it's always good to understand. For example, in some countries they use kilometers. Some countries use miles. Some countries use centimeters and meter, some other use inches. So the European standard size is different to the American one. So if you're going to a country that's not European or American, you don't know what you're going to get. So it's good for you to know both in order for you to buy anything, especially if you want to buy a present. Say that you're out in a country and you want to buy something for your children or for your brother or for your parents, you can get it really wrong if you're not familiar with sizing and measurements. Know the local sizing standards for clothing and shoes. Familiarize yourself with conversion chart to ensure a proper fit. Be mindful of customs and regulations. Yeah, this is what we talked about before. Ah, now we have a friend. We talked about before customs and regulations because every country has a different set of rules for custom and regulations. You might say that most countries have the same, but I'm just gonna share a small experience with you. And this happens to me when I was coming back from Indonesia over to Chile. Family and I were traveling, and the family there gave us meat. And we came with, and I was confused. Should we take this meat? This was the last day. I wasn't really sure what to do. And then I decided to bring it over anyway. And we flew with the meat all over the world. From Indonesia, we stopped over in, what was this? Dubai, Brazil, and then over to Santiago. But when we got here, the custom didn't want the meat to get through custom. They were saying, "What is this? Why do you have it? Why do you bring it?" It was very confusing for them. And in the end, they said, "Do you have any bone in that meat?" And I said, "No, there's no bone. It's just the meat." And they said, "Okay, you can have it." Later, I done my research and I find out that the reason why they don't let any meat with bone into the country is because the bond can be swapped, can be changed, and they can use illegal substance to bring into the country disguised as the bond. So this is why you should be aware of custom and regulations when you're coming to a new country. Hey Nelson, I can see you are online. Are you there? Can you hear me? You have your microphone off, buddy. I see you, Nelson, but I cannot hear you because your microphone is off. You have to activate your microphone. Okay, you can talk to me anytime if you because I see your microphone is off. Anyway, we continue. Check the custom regulations of both the destination. We got a chat. It's okay, buddy. If you can join us, good. If not, it's okay. Ah, okay, yes, I understand. So check the customs regulations of both the destination country and your home country to avoid issues with when bringing back souvenirs or goods. So, you see, when you travel around the country, it's always important to know what are the different customs each country has so you don't get in trouble. Medicine. Sometimes people have certain illness and they have to bring a lot of medicines. And if you don't have your doctor's prescription for it, they can take it away. They can think you're a dealer. They can think anything about you. Always have all your documentations. Make sure that what you bring it, it's legal. This is my doctor's prescription. These are my receipt. I pay all my taxes. Please let me through. And that should be, you know, a good way to do it. Always have your doctor's number as well. Yeah. You never know. You can contact him and make sure that he can support your argument because custom people are there to help you, but they have a very important job. And it is make sure regular, I mean, make sure that people don't smuggle things into the country. So they're very strict. They are not friendly. They are not nice people because that is their job to watch out for any illegal substances bringing into the country, coming into the country. Keep important information, yeah. So we just talked about the receipt, and I think I explained this before, but I'm gonna go at it again. Oops, my PowerPoint, my mouse is. Let me see. Yeah, you see, this is a normal receipt. This is the price you pay, and this is the tax you pay. Why I bring you this up? It's because if you are in a country as a tourist, you're not supposed to pay taxes. I mean, of course, every item you buy, every bread, everything you pay taxes. But sometimes you buy, say, jacket or jewelry, a watch, for example. You pay, say, I always like to give you examples in my country because these are the tax law I'm more familiar with. You buy a wristwatch for 100 US dollar, but you don't pay 100 US dollars. You pay 119. 19 is the country's taxes. But if you're a tourist, you're not supposed to pay that tax because you're a tourist. You don't live in this country. So by the time you fly out of the country, you could show this receipt at the airport and you can get the taxes money back. You can get the taxes money refund, but you have to have the receipt with you and the item as well. Save receipt and important information about your purchases, especially for high value items. Yes, of course, you're not gonna save a receipt for a $10 purchase, but maybe for $1,000, yes. This can be useful for warranty purposes or custom declarations, you know? As local recommendations. So we have this idea that because we are foreigners, we are not going to have a good reception from people. Oh, just to give you an idea, people in France are very racist, or people in Liberia are very racist. So I don't want to talk to anybody. It's not true. Sometimes we see this on TV or we create these stereotypes in our head and it's not real. So if you're walking down the street and you see people around, you can just say hi, say, "Excuse me, can I ask you a question? My name is Kenneth. I am from Chile and I'm a bit lost and maybe you can guide me and help me. Can you tell me where can I find, you name it, bus station, the bank, the university, the museum, whatever you want to find, whatever you want to do." Some people are always willing to interact with you and willing to help you. Some people might not say anything. Some people might say, I don't know, fine, find somebody else. But it's always good for you to interact with locals and see if they have something to say. Consult locals for recommendations on where to shop for specific items. They might guide you to hidden gems or advise on the best places for certain product. And that is the other thing that a lot of the times we don't know, but the locals do. And they have good tips. Oh, don't go to that restaurant. You're gonna pay a lot and you're not gonna eat that well. You better off going to this restaurant, will be cheaper and you're gonna get much better food. So yeah, trust in the locals to ask them and you can decide whether you want to follow the advice or not, you know? Be wary of scams. Hmm. Scams, very common. Yeah. It happens everywhere. It's just believable the amount of scams people do to steal. I heard you, Nelson, for a moment.
I
Hey there, buddy. You made it. How are you?
I have a problem with my microphone.
but the problem is solved now because I can hear you loud and clear.
Yes, I have a problem with my microphone,
Yes,
but I don't.
but not anymore.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm so glad to talk to you because um, on my last presentation, I also have problems with my speaker, and I couldn't hear, and I was trying to talk, and I couldn't hear them back, and I was so concerned that I couldn't communicate, and I couldn't continue my program. So today, this is just like a test, especially because tomorrow. Where are you calling from?
I'm from Colombia.
Colombia. There you go. Nice. Um, see, tomorrow in here we have a public holiday.
Okay.
Do you have a public holiday in Colombia tomorrow?
Yes, yes.
What
It's
for? Why?
tomorrow is for the Holy Week. Holy Week is Holy Week.
Holy Week or Holy Weekend, right?
Yes, Holy Weekend.
Yeah, yeah, the same thing here. And because I was thinking people will be more into holiness, I figured I better do my presentation here. So I get my presentation as I usually do every week.
Yes.
Tell me a bit about you. What do you do?
Well, is the first time in this class for me.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Um, I'm from Colombia. I live with my wife and my daughter.
Uh-huh.
Mm, I work in computer systems,
You say it
uh, com-
again?
computer science engineer.
Computer science engineer. Nice. Nice. Okay.
Um, no more. Mhm. I'm
Okay.
from Colombia,
What's the name of your city where you are?
Bogota,
Bogota, capital city.
capital city. Eh,
Okay, so my name is Kenneth and I'm in Santiago, capital of city too.
Santiago, Chile.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
Hey, computer science. Tell me about artificial intelligence. What do you think?
Mm, is the more important advance in this
Uh-huh.
moment, but I think that we have problems with the security information
Uh-huh.
because the intelligence
Artificial
is
intelligence.
artificial intelligence is very dangerous
Why?
for the security. For me, for the security, something like code is no security, no security,
It's not secure.
no secure. Some code.
Okay.
You
I,
got it?
I, yes, I understand. It's very clear. I have another question. Actually, I have millions of questions always, but about this matter, um, I normally use Chat GPT 3. I have people who use Chat GPT 4. Aside of the 20 US dollar you have to pay every month, what is the difference between one and the other? Do you know?
Yes, Chat GPT, but I think the same. You you put the information in Chat GPT.
Mhm.
This memory save this information, and and this information is dangerous for the future for the person.
Why?
Mm, well, it's difficult for the scam. Most is for the scam because much people. Other people is to search in
Hmm.
ChatGPT some information about other person.
Oh, information can be stolen.
Yes, ChatGPT is good for
Hmm.
any homeworks, any works
Hmm.
for this. But free or no free is the same for me.
So no big difference, yeah.
No, free or no is the same. You
Okay.
uh, you take a console and you receive a answer.
Yes. You write a question and you get an answer.
Yes,
That's right. Okay. So it's not really a good deal to pay for the ChatGPT 4 if ChatGPT 3 is about the same, basically, right?
yes.
Mm, okay.
I'm sorry. My level English is very bad
Oh, no,
for
no.
this.
The best way to learn is doing exactly what you're doing now to be able to speak, don't matter what. Because first, I help you to correct some of your mistakes, and later you can watch this video on YouTube, and then you can see, oh, this is what I have to fix. So this is really good exercise for you and for me.
Thank you.
Now you're welcome. I'm going back to my presentation, yeah, because we haven't finished yet. And I was just about talk about scams.
Scams.
Yeah, yeah. When you go outside your country and you go shopping, you have to be careful with the scams because I'm gonna give you an example. If you go to a restaurant in my country, restaurants don't have menu in paper anymore. They have a QR code. So what people normally do, they scan the code with their phone. They can see the menu and then they can order the food. But so it's good because you are not in touch. You don't take the risk of taking some virus from wherever come from. That is the idea. But the problem with this is that some people, hackers, thief, they fake the restaurant menu. They do it all over again. But in that site, they placed a virus that they can take your phone data. Then they go to the restaurant and they put the QR code sticker on top of the restaurant sticker. So when the people use their phone and they scan the QR code, they go into the hacker's website. And while you're looking at the menu, which is exactly the same with the prices, they are digging into your phone personal private information.
Yes.
So scams are everywhere. Every time you're going outside your country, watch out with this. Every QR code you scan, number one. Number two, watch out your surrounding where you're using your credit card because some people are right behind you, cloning your card and looking at your password. So it is very important we watch out because it's very bad when you get stolen your money. Maybe your bank will refund your money when you get back to your country, but for sure it's gonna be a very bad day for you. So always be careful with scams. Here we go. Stay vigilant and be cautious of potential scams or overcharging. What is overcharging? Because you're a foreign man, you go to a restaurant or you go to a place, you buy an item. Say, okay, I want to buy, I, I want to buy this mouse. And the guy look at you and say, this man is a foreigner. He has a lot of money. This is $20. It's 35 for you. Okay, so you just pay and you go because they think you have a lot of money and you don't understand local currency. So it's very important to stay away from overcharging. In my country, in Chile, it is very common that people in the past The taxi driver will drive around and around and around to make the meter go higher. But now, with your phone, you can check the distance, the prices, and everything. Yeah. Research common scams in the area and be aware of your surroundings. Nelson, I have a question for you, buddy.
Mm, no, it's clear for me. Scam
Excellent.
alert. Yes.
Now, I have a question for you. Can you tell me a popular or a common scam you might have in your country?
Well, my country is scams.
Yes.
For me, the social network Facebook is the more popular scam for the bad people.
Okay.
Because I don't know. Um, you sell a car and
Mm-hmm.
you pay a part of the money.
Mm-hmm.
um the perfil Facebook no it no is real.
It's called profile.
Yes,
Say
it's a
it.
false profile.
Profile.
profile
Yes.
profile false.
Fake or false. Yes, false.
Profile,
False
okay.
profile. Yeah. So people use fake profile to steal from you. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's bad.
Facebook
Yeah.
is the more scam in my country.
Oh, so sad. Whenever you use Facebook or any other social network, you have to check and double check. Yeah, it's good. Thank you, Nelson. C- And use credit cards wisely. What does that mean? Wise wisdom. Yeah. Understand the acceptance of credit cards in the region and be cautious about card skimming. Notify your bank about your travel dates to avoid any issues. So, what happened is that first, if you're going outside your country, it is important to notify your bank. Why? You live in Colombia, you use your credit card in Colombia all the time, and one day you decide to take a week in India. You go to the bank account, or you go to the ATM, you take the money, and the card doesn't work. Why? It's because your bank is thinking, hey, Nelson is using his credit card in Bogota all the time. Why is the credit card in India now? Why is the credit card in China now? So what they do, they block the card. So you put the card into the ATM, the machine suck your card, and you lose it. But if you go to the bank before you fly, you tell them or you call them, I don't know what system local banks have. But if you notify them, by the way, next week for 7 days, I'm going to be in Mexico, Japan, Bangladesh. Please write this down somewhere. So they take that data from you. And when you use your bank in the foreign country, they know. And they will let you use your card, as many times as you want because they know. It's that simple. Pack reusable bags. Everybody knows how important is recycling in this world. You see, this is something that I was really puzzled about when I was living back in England, in Spain. No, in Spain, in England not so much, but in Spain a lot. But this is 20 years ago, yeah, I have to say. In Spain, 2006 and 7, everywhere you go in the street, they have three different trash containers: plastic, glasses, and organic. And people put um rubbish each rubbish where it belongs. You don't mix it because later the crystal glass will come and take it to the recycling machine. Then the plastic glass the container will come and take it and take all the plastic to be reusable. So If you want to be, clean, environmental sort of person, it'll be handy for you to carry reusable bags, just to save this planet a little bit more. Bring reusable bags for your purchases, as some countries might charge for plastic bags or have limited availability. I have to say, our last president, Sebastián Piñera, make a rule in this country that plastic bags are no longer free use in supermarkets. So what happened in the past? People go to supermarket, they will do the shopping, and they will get a free plastic bag. And because the plastic bag appeared to be free, it was plastic everywhere. And plastic contaminate this planet a lot. So one day he put up a law and said, no more plastic bag in supermarket. And people were forced to bring reusable bags. And that was a really good thing to do. So if you care for this planet, don't, well, avoid to use plastic as much as you can.
Yes.
Nelson, do you have, this is what I do with my students, yeah. I try to ask a question every now and then. Do you do do you have any experience yourself about recycling?
For me, every week I go into a market and I use a bring reusable.
Mm-hmm.
I bring a reusable
Okay.
because I love it. Um, the world is very. The world is. Mm, I don't know the word.
Español.
Well, como mm, se está dañando, se está
Da-
dañando el planeta,
damaging.
damage the planet
Yes.
with the contamination.
Yes, yes, a lot of it, and we have to be careful. Everybody has seen those pictures of fish stacking plastic cans and everything, and it's so sad to see. We have to watch out for this world because it's the only one we have. We have many more generations to come, so we have to think about them too, not just about us. Oh, this is the last item as well. By combining these tips with cultural sensitivity and adventurous spirit, you can make your shopping experiences abroad enjoyable and memorable. We have reached the end of our presentation. So, Nelson, before we finish,
Yes.
tell me, have you ever been outside your country?
Mm, repeat me, please.
Have you ever been outside Colombia?
Ever been? I don't understand.
¿Has
Ever
estado
been?
fuera, has estado fuera de Colombia?
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Ever been? Ever been?
Have you ever been
Have you ever
outside?
been
Yes.
outside? Okay. Yes, I stay in Mexico.
No, really? How long?
The on vacation for 10 days.
Did you like it?
Yes, yes, it's very nice. It's very nice. Mexico is very nice. The people, the food, the culture, is good. It's very nice.
That's great. That's great. And what do you think about Mexican food?
Mexican food is very picante,
Spicy, spicy.
spicy, spicy. It's very spicy.
Uh-huh.
But is very is delicious. Is very
Delicious.
delicious.
I
Delicious.
agree. I agree. Okay, Nelson, it has been very nice talking to you. Uh, we just reached the end of this session. We usually do this every week, Thursdays or Friday for 1 hour. So if you wish to join us next week, you're more than welcome.
In Thursday or Friday?
Yes, it's either Thursday or Friday.
Okay, okay, I got it. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much for your
teacher.
time, and I'll
Thank
speak
you,
to you soon,
teacher.
buddy. Bye. Well, we have reached to the end of this show. Today we talk about all you need to know when it comes to shopping. I hope you put um these advices on place when you're going whenever you go to the outside the country. I hope you practice all these advices because they can be really handy. When I went outside my country for the first time, I didn't know any of this, and it makes my life much more harder. Many times I have to pay more than I should have. A couple of times I got robbed. Even people who are nice to you, they might have some bad intentions. So you always have to be aware. Always have to be careful. Watch out with your money. Don't count too much money in public. Keep small bills in different buckets. So you take little money, pay, little money, and pay. If you pull a lot of money, the thief will look at you and say, this guy is a good target. This girl is a good target. They will follow you, they will chase you. And the moment you take the money out, they can take it from you. And that could be very frustrating. The same reason happened with the phone. If you take your phone out and you want to make a phone call or you want to check the map, same thing. The thief can always be around. Another thing that I also always advise, pictures. A lot of the times we take pictures and we update them, we upload them into our social network, right? Normal. Oh, this is me in Costa Rica. You post this picture in Instagram, Facebook, or wherever you are, and the thief knows that your house is empty. So what I usually do, I just take all the photos, I go back home, and I post them then. So yes, this and that are so many things which you all be careful. And last one, before I forget, never put the money together with your card, with your wallet. Wallet in one pocket and cash in the other. So if somebody steals your wallet, you always have cash. If somebody takes your cash, you will still have your wallet and your credit card. So yes, with that final message, this is the end of our show today. I hope you have a great time, and I'll see you next week.